What exactly is the black mirror? The black mirror is a divinatory tool that enables you to perceive astral thought forms, that is, patterns on the astral plane. You can think of the process like a film projector and a screen. In this analogy, the seer is the projector while the mirror is the screen. Unlike active magic, this is a passive process where you perceive thought forms and project them onto the mirror surface. These thought forms can come from external sources as well as from your own subconscious. If you want to learn more about thought forms, we recommend you to watch our informative video on the topic of thought forms. There you will find a detailed explanation. If you want to delve deeper in this fascinating topic, we also offer a recording of our workshop on our website. You will find the link in the video description. So how do you create the black mirror? To create the black mirror, you need a solid black surface that can be either reflective or non-reflective. Traditionally, a reflective surface is used, although this can both help and hinder. For the black surface, you can use black glossy paper or black sugar paper. This material is placed in a picture frame, which can be made of metal, plastic or wood, depending on your taste. You can also decorate the frame with symbols to enhance your focus, although we recommend that you do not focus on one particular thing at the beginning. After making the mirror, it is possible to consecrate it, although this is not a requirement. This step can create a deeper connection to the mirror. Please note that this video is primarily a guide how to make a black mirror. The correct use of the black mirror is a separate topic, and we teach more in-depth information in our training series on the Prophetic Qabbalah, Qabbalah Nevuit. Nevertheless, we would like to give you some important key points and also some pitfalls of the application. The application. As mentioned at the beginning of the video, the black mirror is a tool onto which the thought form perceived by the user can be projected. The thought form can take all kinds of shape, which may lead the person using it to dangerous misinterpretations and assumptions. This is why it is important to undergo sound training in order to correctly interpret thought forms, in this case the images seen. It is also important to learn how to silence one's own mind so as not to bring additional influences into the process. If the black mirror is used by a person with negative thoughts or prejudices, this can have unforeseeable consequences. Here it is similar to the use of a pendulum or a Ouija board, where the ideomotor movements of the user show letters and numbers that can be interpreted as messages from spirits and the deceased. The thought forms are physically represented through the ideomotor movements in the case of the pendulum or the Ouija board, while in the case of the black mirror, the thought forms are visually represented. Perhaps you can imagine what the consequences might be if a person who has not undergone sound training were to use a black mirror, even if it is only that the user gets scared by misinterpretations of the thought forms, which would still be the mildest case. That is why it is important to learn to silence one's thoughts. An example of the black mirror which has negative effects is the game Candyman, where children stand in front of a mirror at night and call out the name Candyman 5 times. Here the mirror can become a black mirror and they project these thought forms there. In the worst case, one opens oneself to objectively harmful thought forms or attracts them through one's own thought forms, such as souls that are in the process of dying and have not yet left their astral form behind. The effects are unpredictable and all kinds of things can happen. Did you already have experiences with similar concepts where thought forms can be projected? Feel free to write us in the comments. By the way, crystal balls work in the same principle as black mirrors. The crystal ball also functions as a projection surface for the thought forms due to the milky surface. Leave us a like and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done already. The black mirror is a tool for people who wish to walk the path of the seer sincerely and wholeheartedly, and not a toy, as the use of such a mirror creates an effect. If you enjoyed the video and would like to learn more about divinatory tools, please watch the video on pendulum dowsing. You will find the link in the video description.